Okay, welcome everybody. Well, we're going to talk about Choropleth maps today, and so especially in Carto. So I have downloaded a file. So I went to this tutorial here in Carto, and I just downloaded this quick little file they have of counties in the U.S. And so here you have a map of all the counties in the U.S. And so I went ahead and loaded it into Carto. Let's look at the data behind this shape file. And what you can see is you've got a polygon, so that's important because with Choropleth maps you need an area, right? And then you need some value to map with color within that area. So we've got a polygon for each of the counties in the US. We've also got population for each of the counties in the US, county name, but then also notice we've got population per square kilometer, and that's important because remember, for Choropleth maps, you need your data normalized. And so instead of just raw population, which it could be because it's a densely populated county, or it could be just because the county is really big, right? So instead of raw population, we've got a normalized population per square kilometer, and that gives us our population density. So here's our normalized column. That's what we're going to use to map our colors with. And then it's just got some other ancillary data here about when it was created. So now that we know what's in our data file, we know that we're going to want to use this population per square kilometer column here. So let's go back to our map. And so to make the Choropleth map, remember you've got all these tabs here, right? So you've got data, analysis, if you want to add analyses, style, you can add pop-ups, and of course add a legend. So we're going to go to style, and let's look at color. So right now it's just solid, right? So it's going to color each county the same color regardless. So let's say by value. And so let's look within our attributes to find the value that we want to color our counties by. Here's population per square kilometer. Okay, and so it's given us the default map here, so we can choose our color ramp, right? So this is saying lighter is less population, darker is more population. We can get a slightly different map, or slightly different color scheme there. Again, slightly different. Slightly different. You can play around with that to see what color scheme is sort of best for what you're doing, or you can always go in and make a custom color set. Now, something else, so if we had some other situation where you wanted to reverse the color ramp, now the lightly populated counties are dark and the heavily populated counties are light. So if you did want to reverse the color ramp, you could do that. So remember, we can also decide how we're going to be grouping it, quantiles, janks, right? So you can change how you're classifying the data, equal interval. That definitely doesn't work, right? Heads tails is for 0-1 data, so that's basically going to show you all the cities. And category, which you wouldn't use this one because this is for, let's say you had a column that had 4 different categories, high, medium, low, and extra low, right? Then you could plot them by category, but that's not the kind of data we have. We actually have numbers, right? So let's just go back. Oh, let's go back to quantiles. I think that was actually pretty good for our purposes. And I like this color ramp. So now, right, now you have a Choropleth map. You could add a legend in there if you wanted to. And so it's given you the population density. And you can change, you can change all sorts of things about your legend. So anyway, putting a legend in there is helpful for being able to know what the colors mean. And you could even, this is a custom legend, so you could, if you figured out what the colors actually signify, you could put numbers in there, right? So anyway, this is the basics on how to create a choropleth map in Carto. So I hope this was helpful. See you folks around.